Won't believe it, at last. Hello guys, I say that as if there's lots of you watching. Hello you, and thank you for clicking on my video and watching. Just coming down to my little urban stream that I fish on. There's the main road coming in Tiverton, and here's my little stream. Apologies, I'm not sure what you can pick up. I'm never very good when holding the camera like this. I've got the tripod, but I'm guessing I'm going to be filming on the chest mount for most of this, because it's just quite hard fishing with a tripod in this little stream, especially when there's very limited bank access. That's the reason why I'm wearing the waders. And also I've got a new toy which I'm really excited about. I nearly ordered one of these and then I stopped myself, cancelled the purchase because I wasn't quite sure whether it was the right one or not. It's a new rod. It's a dinky little thing. There you go, if you can see that. It's a Shakespeare Agility Rise 2. It's a 6 foot 3-weight rod. So a very short rod. I couldn't decide between a 6 and a 7 foot, but I thought I've got lanky old arms, so if I need an extra foot, I'll just reach out a little bit. And a 6 foot means I can just cast into some of these tiny areas on this little stream. This is really the reason why I bought it, was for this river and any of the little streams I come across. And I may use it on Dartmoor. It's a dinky little thing to carry. It still collapses down into 4 sections. So 4 sections of 6 foot apiece. It is a tiny little rod. The only thing I might change in the future is my reel. You can see it's not very well balanced. The balance point is there, just there. It probably could do with being a bit further forward. So when it's in my hand, you can see the rod is just trying to tip back with the reel. But I don't think I've ever fished with a balanced rod and a reel. I just fish with a rod I like and a reel I like, and I put the two together. The fish don't know it's balanced. My arm's been okay. I haven't got arms like Popeye, and my wrist hasn't given up on me yet, and it doesn't ache after a lot of hours fishing. So here I am. I've given it a few weeks between my last fly fishing session and this one. We've had really hot weather and the river's dropped. Fortunately, we've had a little bit of rain coming through all the rivers, and not a lot down in the southwest. We haven't had the heavy rains we've had in the north of England, but we've had a little bit, so it's brought a little bit of oxygen into the river and brought the level up slightly as well. So with that, I'm happy to come fishing again. I don't want to fish when the river's too low, the oxygen's getting depleted and the trout are going to start suffering. So I want to play with my new toy. It's tiny. What I've also got on here, 2 firsts. So the new rod, and I've also got, if you can see that, a Furled Leader that's been given to me by a subscriber, Chris. Thank you, Chris. I was saving it for Dartmoor and for when I got a smaller rod. I'm not on Dartmoor, but I am going there soon. But I have got a smaller rod, so I'd be interested to see how the Furled Leader works for me, being able to throw out a little bit of weight when I haven't got a lot of fly line out, because I hear that's what it's essentially for. So this is where I start on my urban stretch. Pretty urban. I could do with a better quality of graffiti artist down here. We have some good graffiti in Tiverton, but not down here. Perhaps this is the practice area, where if you're not very good, you can try without being caught. I've got dirty old hands from that bite now. Right, now another thing apparently I have to do, and I've never done this before. Red muslin. Muslin. It's muslin. Yeah. Ooh, so it comes in a right. So apparently I've got to apply this to my leader. I don't know how much to apply to my leader, so I'm just going to go up and down it a couple of times. Too much, the excess will come off. Not enough? Nah, I can always add more. I'm now a proper fly fisherman. I'm now dressed. My leader. God, I wish people wouldn't creep up on me. I look like a nutter talking to myself. Okay, so instantly the first thing is, obviously I haven't got as much rod to play with. Oh, mind you, it flicks lovely though. Right, because it's so shallow here, I think I'll spook the trout that were, or the trout that was lying here. I'm going to absolutely cack my pants when a fish takes my fly on this rod. Oh, it's getting warm. I'm going to walk up to this pool up here. Got to say, the rain we've had hasn't given the river as much flow as I thought it would. It's because some idiot's built. Oh, not idiots, kids. Dammed off the stream at this point. Kids, bless them, they don't know there's fish lying here or living here. I've changed fly to be a little bit more visible because I think that's what I need here. I must say I'm getting used to this Furled Leader, although I've yet to have a rise, but in fairness, it looks like it's going to be quite a tough day for that. Oh, I'm getting a nice straight leader now. Here I would expect to have had a rise, but yeah. Yeah, nah. I never like wading through this bit because it's so sandy. Ah, it's horrible. That was a deep hole I didn't want to find. My sentiments. Especially when I'm falling in holes. I feel this pool should hold some fish, but let's not start off with a but. see that because of the sunlight on the... Ah! Well, might be the first blank down here. Bit of shame with the new rod, but then against the curse of the new equipment, isn't it? There's another little pocket, as some will call it, over there. Let's try that. One of the strange things about fishing with a rod of this size is the lack of weight. You don't have any resistance to lift or push forward. So it's a very strange thing. So let's see if we can try. Nope. That's very pretty though. Are we still recording? Looks like it. I'm fishing with Richard's Alcar Caddis again. I absolutely love his flies, the quality of them, the durability, the sharpness of the hooks, everything. The look of them, and of course the way they work. Alright, now we've got a fly which is going to annoy the trout, and that's what I wanted, because look at that, because the fish aren't rising to feed, which tells me I've missed the feeding time, so I need to induce that rise. Where's that gone? Goes round there, there it is. Yeah, so I need to, while I'm to untangle this, I need to induce that rise for fish which isn't feeding and doesn't know it wants to feed, but it gets annoyed by a twitching fly in front of it. I've got to stop casting like that. Right. This is a very unsophisticated method which, if you've watched my previous videos, you know works for me. Getting non-rising fish to rise, or getting risers to take my fly. I'm getting used to this Furled Leader now. Still think I might have needed a slightly longer tippet. Let's just navigate through this. Shame there's a fish to the side of this, but I've got to go underneath it. And this is a wild stream, so I'm not going to attempt to manage it. No one's managed this for decades, so I'm not going to start doing it now, because the fish seem to be doing okay without any intervention. Right. Get some line in. I don't need all this line. Oh, it's annoying that I'm going straight into the sun. Let's go to the other side. It's better, I can see the fly now. Wow. There is. Oh, and then it's hooked on a tree root. He stumbles from disaster to disaster. I'm punching this fly through a small hole here between the branches. It's lovely and accurate casting with this rod. Ugh. Ooh. I don't believe it. At last. At last. Come here, come here, come here. Well, it's not the smallest I've had out of here. It's certainly not the biggest. There we go. There you go, flies out. Beautiful little brownie. Oh, he shot up back up into the pool to tell everybody else. Thank goodness for that. That's christened the rod anyway. That's broken the curse. I'm really pleased about that. I thought it was going to be a complete blank. I've spooked a lot of trout before I fooled that one. Right, let's see if there's any more up here in this little section. Not if I cast like that. Not if I cast like that either. Where's he gone? Oh, he's gone into the roots. Don't go into there. No. Monkeys. That's a better fish as well, and that's why you knew where to go. This Furled Leader is working exactly how it should do though. It's helping me get line out when I've got very little fly line in front of me. It's doing roll casts. Yeah. I think anything that was here has been put down by that last rise. This is where I wish I could have either a person videoing this for me or a tripod. So I'm on my knees in a tiny little pool and I've just managed to get a trout. First things first, get the hook out. There we go. Thank you. So we've gone from, I'm not going to say from 0 to hero, but from a disaster of a blank. Is it a disaster? Is fly fishing ever a disaster? It can't be, can it, when you're in the river? Right, it's gone from a pleasant blank to this little stretch, 2 unhooked, and 1 got away with it. Well, that's lifted the mood a little bit. And what I have to hope is when I get home that the audio recordings work for a change. Let's see. Not too high. completely out of the roots. That's a lovely rise. What size of fish as well? There we go. One back full of beans. Alright, well thank you if you're still watching this. I'm not sure how exciting this film's going to be until I edit it, and as always I'm not going to know if I've got any audio until I edit it. That seems to be hit and miss, but it's always down to operator error, me. So this has been a few hours down it's my small urban stream. It's free-for-all fishing. It's been really tough, but a lot of that was down to me. I've spooked a lot of brownies, and when I went back to my trusted Alcare caddis, I started catching fish again. The wild brownies around everywhere I fish, they absolutely love the Alcare caddis. I love it as well. It's just very visible, it's very buoyant. With the floatant powder I can twitch it and induce life. With one fish I did allow the Alcare caddis to sink and twitched it once it was submerged, and that induced a rise. But most of the time I plop it, big plop of a cast, and that drops the Alcare caddis onto the surface, a couple of twitches, and that's pretty much how all my rises come. Either the fish are hungry or I agitate them, but I haven't seen a single rise today, so I think I've been agitating a trout to rise, bring them to the surface. That's fly fishing, isn't it? Oh, I'm a master. Not at all. My new rod, my 6-foot 3-weight Agility Rise 2, it's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to use it for a little bit longer. I will try and give a better review, but my review isn't going to be fantastic and comprehensive because I don't have experience with an awful lot of rods. This is my 6-foot, a new one. The main rod I use is a 10-foot 3-weight, also Shakespeare Agility Rise, and both rods have been absolutely amazing. This cost me $39.99 online. I know that's not exactly supporting my local tackle shop, but a deal is a deal. And for $39.99, using my existing reel I use for my 10-foot, this is a beautiful little outfit, and it gives me a lot more versatility. I'm sure if I had a Sage or a Hardy or whatever else in my wrist, in my hand, I'm sure it would be absolutely beautiful. It would be poetry. I might have a better rod in my hand, but I'll have a lot less money in my pocket. And I'm a budget fly fisherman. I'm fishing a free-for-all stretch of urban river. My main club river costs me £30 a year. I'm not doing this on expensive chalk streams, and I don't earn a massive amount as a salary. So £40 for a lovely little fly fishing rod that I can just use down here occasionally, you can't argue with that. We've got a beautiful yellow Labrador retriever called Buddy. He is now 12 weeks old. He's a little star, and I'm looking forward to bringing him fly fishing with me, and hopefully I won't hook him. So thank you very much for still watching. If you haven't subscribed, have a think about it. If you have subscribed, thank you ever so much. I really appreciate that. The numbers are creeping up, and I'm not doing this for subscribers, but the more subscribers I get and the more likes I get, the higher up the videos appear in YouTube search algorithm. And it just means that if anybody's interested in how simple fly fishing can be, how cheap it can be, how easy it is without making it complicated or expensive or having to spend an awful lot of money, hopefully that's what my videos do. You don't need a lot of kit. A £40 rod to enjoy a bit of free fishing on an urban stream. So, alright, thank you. I'm going to go and get some lunch now and give Buddy his lunch. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Well, I don't know why people say that. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Thank you.